Fast X at this point, the Fast and the Furious franchise at this point, it's like we know the movie is going to lack on story, character development. So really at this point, you really just have to compare the movie to the rest of the movies. So for me, compared to the previous 9 movies, this was fun.
It's outrageous. It may not be labeled as a comedy, but I'm gonna let you know something. I was laughing throughout the entire movie. The entire movie.
If you don't laugh from the humor, I think you have to laugh at how unbelievable some of this stuff is.
Exactly.
And I honestly think that at this point, this movie is what we should expect from a Fast and the Furious movie. Like, just talking about 9, like, to me, 9 was awful. But this, reinstilled my faith in the Fast and Furious franchise because honestly, I feel like they should have stopped at 7. But they went 8. 9 was, y'all definitely should have stopped at 9 because I didn't like that. And then I'll give y'all 10. Just because of what y'all pulled out y'all ass on 10, I will give y'all 10.
I was content with honestly 5, but which was that 6 or 7 when they drove through those 3 glass hotels in like Dubai?
That's 7.
7 should have been the last one. That should have been the last one.
7 should have been the last one for multiple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest one to me was the death of Paul Walker, because that was like Dom and Brian, the duo, throughout all the movies, and then him passing tragically, and then them focusing the whole movie on like the last ride, and this is the last time we'll see Paul Walker in the movie. And the way that they set it up, to me, was a perfect way for them to end the franchise, because that ending scene where you had Dom and Brian driving on that road and then they went their separate ways, I felt like that was a perfect end to the franchise. But then they doubled back with 8. They came back with 9.
Yeah.
And now we're at 10, which we thought was going to be a 2-parter, but turns out it might be a 3-parter. And then at this point, they may just keep it going. I can honestly see, just because they've introduced Vin Diesel's son, not Vin Diesel, but Dom's son, I could definitely see Dom dying at the end of this whole Fast X finale. And then, in a couple years, we're back with they pull a damn Mortal Kombat, and we're back with Fast and the Furious 1, and it's Little Brian.
Fast and Furious New Beginning or something like
new
that.
Generation, like
a new ride. There we go. Fast and Furious, a new ride. There we go.
I honestly, I could see them going longer. I could see this being Fast Forever, but I feel like this should be it. I think at a certain point, because of how Fast and the Furious started and everything that they've done, like the movies are getting like crazier and crazier with like the stunts that they're pulling off. And yes, it's entertaining, but at what point after this, what's the next thing you guys are going to do? Okay, you put out these next 3 movies. We get to like 2028, 2027. Do we really want to see another Fast and the Furious movie come 2027?
Y'all done what? Been to space, jumped across a mountain with no bridge, destroyed helicopters with a car. Y'all done.
He drove down a dam.
Like that, but you know what's crazy? That's not worse than going to space. I just think they didn't know how to integrate that to the past couple of movies. Like let's do this. Let's do this. This franchise is so outrageous. I'm honestly stuck because I want to see what they do next. I can't stop watching because I want to know what happens.
At this point, it's just for me. I'm with you. Like at this point, what are y'all gonna do to top what y'all just did in this movie?
Like, it ain't been about street racing since the past.
It ain't been about street racing since
Honestly, like Fast 4, Fast 5. Hey, nerds, leave your feelings at the door, because it's mob time.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Versus Tuesday, brought to you by the Blurred Mob. I am your host, Foop, joined by my two co-hosts, Ryan and Ralph. Of course, if you're listening to the audio version of this that will release later tonight, make sure you follow the mob on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other streaming service so you can get updates from the mob. And if you're watching this live on YouTube and Twitch or Facebook, make sure you subscribe and follow and like the video. So, you guys know what time it is. It is Versus Tuesday Plus. And with that plus means that we have a special guest joining us tonight. He is known as an influencer and content creator on anime culture. Everybody give it up for the Dark Sage.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's better than Oprah.
Not better than Oprah.
I appreciate that. I'll remember you when I'm giving out cars, Ryan. I'll remember you.
Hey! I want an F-150.
I got you.
Please.
We need to bring him back. Bring him back.
Well, what's going on, Sage? What's going on, everybody, on this Tuesday night?
So how y'all doing? Good. I'm all right.
I'm doing pretty good. I went to work early today so I could get off work early so I could have a little bit of de-stress time before I got in the studio.
Before you got into more stress.
Before I got into more stress.
Yeah. Basically.
Not gonna lie.
I feel that.
Make sure you guys check out the banner at the bottom to follow the Dark Sage on IG, Twitter, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube page.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
No problem. And to make sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok by searching the Blurred Mob Podcast.
Now we got multiple banners. Oh, this is cold. What you running over here, fool?
I am running a production. This is the show.
They need to hire you at Marvel. Disney need to send you an application.
Oh wait, we're going too far now. All I did was type some words. Right. It made the thing move from left to right.
She made the entire banner.
We'll lower down your social media manager. Not
yeah, okay.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
I will manage the live streams.
The community post.
Oh god.
But if you're watching this, make sure to use our hashtag Join the Mob Nerds and let us know how you're feeling about this episode. Also, for more Blurred Mob podcast content, make sure you check out our link tree, https ://link tr.ee/the Blurred Mob Pod releases. There you can find our recently released episodes, affiliate links, the link to our spring 2023 playlist, and so much more. Also, along with our affiliate links, we now have a Ko-fi.
Where we get this from?
For everybody who would like to support the mob, but is not really interested in things that are attached to our affiliate links, you can use our Ko-fi to directly donate us some funds so we can keep the Blurred Mob podcast running, to keep the lights on, for mics, equipment, promotions, all of the apps and stuff that we use to give you guys the content that you see every week. So now it is time to stress.
Oh.
If you follow us on our socials, you will already know what the Versus Tuesday episode is. But for those who don't, today's Versus Tuesday is: if you lived in the world of Naruto, which clan would you be a part of? But you can't pick Senju or Uchiha.
I like that butt. I like that butt. That's a good butt because folks like to make it too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the coldest.
It
straight to Uchiha.
I was like, I'm glad we put that in there.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
You playing on God mode once you pick one of those two.
Pretty much.
Plus, like when you talk to people, be like, "What would you do if you was in a video game or anime?" They always say they're gonna be the coldest person there. No, we gonna be.
I don't want to
be regular.
I just feel like sometimes we should be realistic, and I think by removing Uchiha and Senju, this is gonna be a realistic conversation.
It's provocative.
Yeah, it provides enough. Make you think about it.
Exactly.
Pretty much. But if this is your first time watching or listening to Versus Tuesday, let me explain the rules. So each one of us will have 60 seconds to explain our choice. After everybody completes their 60 seconds, we will go into a 10-minute rebuttal phase where all of us will go head to head to defend our choices and argue others. When the 10 minutes are over, the debate is done. During the 10-minute rebuttal, I forgot to add this in the rules, but during the 10-minute rebuttal, we will send out a voting poll for you guys watching to select whose clan you would want to be a part of. At the end of the 10 minutes, we will reveal the results of the poll. So let me put this up here because Antoine made this, and as I was reading the question, I forgot this was here. So this is just to show you guys that we are doing a Naruto's clan versus.
The only clans people might recognize from that are Hyuga and Naruto, unless they really paid attention. I mean, Uzumaki, unless they paid real attention in the show.
Yeah.
I know some of them names though, but then it gets to the symbols, and I'll be like, "Who was that?"
You gotta say who was it. You gotta say their first name. Like, who was in that clan? Oh, I feel.
Oh, Naruto. Oh, I know them. Hey,
the Uzumakis was cold though. Let's not disrespect the Uzumaki.
They only got. We only saw two. We only saw two of them.
So no, we saw four, but I just did my read through last year at the end of the year.
Naruto,
Nagato,
Karen,
and his
Naruto.
mom, right?
And in terms of their jutsus, Minato was using them. Them sealing jutsus weren't a part of his clan. That was the Uzumaki clan. They were called.
Naruto's mom's not a Uzumaki.
Yes, she is
because
She was married in. She's not originally an Uzumaki.
But what about the red hair? Because that was a distinctive feature.
The red hair was
a different clan. She's not Uzumaki. I looked at the research.
But wasn't her mom the original person who had the QB? Wasn't she a Uzumaki? Wasn't that her mom, or was that like a teacher? Who was that?
I don't think she had the.
No,
I don't think her mom had it.
Wasn't you talking about the lady that she met when she got to the Leaf Village, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that just the Hokage's wife?
Wasn't she an Uzumaki?
Yeah.
And wasn't she like bringing Naruto's mom over? Like, oh, you're another Uzumaki who's going to carry over the lineage? Like,
I thought she was a Jinchuriki.
I thought that the reason she got Naruto's mom got the tail beast was because the Uzumakis have a huge chakra reserve. And so
that's
she was only able to hold it.
And they have the sealing jutsus. That's what I'm saying. The lady who came first, she was an Uzumaki who was a Jinchuriki, and then she brought over Naruto's mom and said, "You're going to carry on this lineage." It was a trend because they had the sealing jutsus, which Minato used as an example. Reaper, Death Seal, all of that, all Uzumaki sealing jutsus.
It's funny because two other people were the only people to be shown to use that in the series.
Exactly.
And then the other two people we see weren't doing that. Karine out here biting folks.
Yeah, she's weird.
It's her healing jutsu though.
It's not even that. Kishimoto just can't do. He did all his female characters dirty. I'm sorry.
I just think he can't write at all in general.
He really did.
Let's go that way because there is no way we ended up at the end of Naruto Shippuden and found that chakra came from aliens. Ain't no way.
It's stupid, but smart marketing wise because now you can do a whole nother show just to explain the alien stuff, which we don't like. But,
But what sucks? Didn't Kishimoto literally say he was like, I created Madara, and I couldn't think of how to beat him. So instead, I introduced a god, and then Sexy Jutsu beats her.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like, that
makes no sense.
That's very stupid. You're fighting the mother of chakra. Let me use a perverted jutsu to stop her. Excuse me? Is this not a serious moment right now?
Like, bro,
it went from 100 to 0. Like, we went backwards.
We went to negative 100. We went completely backwards. We reversed.
I would have rather they just said everybody lost, and now we're stuck in Sakusiomi, however you pronounce it, or maybe, or pull something else out your butt. Say the sage came back and he said, "I'm a tear up martyr." Like, do something. Y'all ain't have to bring this god in here and she lose the sex jutsu. That ruined the entire war arc for me. That ruined everything for me.
Well, I mean, a lot ruined it for me, but
yeah,
there's some other.
I think it's the worst arc in Naruto, personally.
Hey, bro, hey, man.
Yeah.
It was very long. I feel like it was very long for no reason.
It wanted to show everybody's last bout before, the whole series ended. It was very fan servicey. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
It had a few highs and a lot of lows.
I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of lows.
I agree heavily.
Like you know what? What was y'all favorite arc in Naruto?
Favorite is hard, but top 5 is favorite is hard. Like number
Give
1.
me which one's battling for number 2. I mean top 2.
Top
Pain
2.
Invasion arc.
Chunin exams.
Yeah, the pain invasion arc.
And Chunin exams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say those.
Yeah.
The whole Chunin exams.
I like the
Chunin my immediate favorite all over.
I like the Sasuke rescue arc too.
That arc is hard. That is a hard arc, especially to end off before you hit the time skip. I'm like,
yeah.
Pre-time skip Naruto was the best written Naruto.
Mm-hmm. I will agree. I'll say everything up until after the Danzo arc. That's when it starts to get a little.
Okay.
Muddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that was my favorite. That was honestly like Sasuke fight up to Sasuke hunt down Itachi, learning all his stuff, and then hunt down Danzo was like my favorite piece of shit.
I'm just a
Sasuke fanboy.
My favorite scene of Sasuke fighting Danzo is when Danzo was trying to run from him, and you see Sasuke Antichrist ass.
Hey, he had a right to be angry.
If that was not the scariest shit, and this is happening in broad daylight, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The part about after that though, when Sasuke was about to kill Sakura and Naruto came to save him, Sasuke, you were my best friend. If we're gonna die together, and I was like, if you don't shut up and throw some hands, throw some hands.
That's that talk no jutsu.
Hey, it works. That's his most effective jutsu. It works.
That's his best.
It did not work in that instant. Right.
Sasuke was blind and out for blood.
Sasuke said, if you want me, you're going to have to try a little harder. And then they get to the end of the war arc, and Sasuke was like, I know we just teamed up and saved the day and all, but run me my fade.
Yeah, I was just like, I hated Sasuke in that whole arc. Power-wise, he was dope. But in terms of like his intentions and motivations, I'm like, you met the Hokages. What does it mean to be a Hokage? What does it mean to defend the Leaf Village? I'm just like,
Dan showed up.
Sasuke gave me this, and that's what I was happy to see. Dan
showed up at the scene talking about, I want to be Hokage.
Yeah, right before he was like, I'm going to destroy the village. I was like, what? Where does this 180 come from?
Like, the show is called Naruto Sasuke. Please, save the big dreams for somebody else.
But it was a well-animated fight. Pointless, but it was a well-animated fight.
They lost an arm. For what? Y'all lost an arm. For what?
If Naruto would have ended off right there, it would have been cold.
Yeah.
If they just had both of their arms lost, like they had to sacrifice a whole limb, you ain't getting that back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we got Boruto.
So, but all right, let's go ahead and get into the verses. So Sage has elected to go last. So the order that we'll be going in is Ryan, Ralph, myself, and then Sage. Of course, you guys know that you have 60 seconds to plead your case, but you do not have to use the whole 60 seconds. So let's get into it. Starting off with Ryan. 3, 2, 1.
If I had to be in a clan, it would be one of the first few clans you were introduced into Naruto in the Land of Water, and that is the Yuki clan. For those who forgot, it was the clan that Haku was a part of from the land of water. That Ice Keke Genkai, that stuff went hard, bro. And I got some personal biases. What makes Ice Keke Genkai is water and the air and the wind nature. Let me tell y'all, some water juices were some of the best looking ones and the coldest ones in all of the Naruto universe. I hate to say it, Tobirama Kisame, look at the juices they was throwing out that helped to make that wood nature that Hashirama and old buddy was using. Water went hard and wind chakra nature was underused, but it was also powerful. I'm sorry, the Yuki clan, if they weren't all murdered off by their village due to the shinobi war causing fear within their village, they would have been a force to be reckoned with. And we saw Haku in the war and how hard he went with that ice keke, that ice jutsu. The only reason he lost to Sasuke and Naruto is because the Nine Tails overwhelmed him. And let's just be real, it was kind of a cheat. Nine Tails chakra overwhelmed everybody.
All right. What clan you said this was again?
Yuki clan, Y-U-K-I.
Y-U-K. This not on my list of clans.
Ryan Luther King.
I came ready.
You said Y-U-K-A-I?
No, Y-U-K-I, Yuki.
Okay.
Put some respect on Haku and his clan now.
All right, I found it. I found a list of 50 Naruto clans, and that is not on the list.
You went through that link, that fandom link I sent you?
Yeah. Or maybe I found a different one. Whatever. We here.
We here now.
So Ryan chose the Yuki clan. Moving on to Ralph. 60 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Honestly, I'll probably have to go with the thing that fits me the most in my build. I have to say the Nara clan. Honestly. Nara clan is Shikamaru, in other words. So I feel like I would fit there family-wise. I feel like I would be very much chill with them. I would get along. Power-wise, I have the ability to control any shadow. I can go into any, what is it? Nara clan force. I can produce any medical ninjutsu ever. I have my own lab to be able to produce medical ninjutsu. I have Shikacho as my backup. I'm real cool with Uzumaki clan already because him and Shikamaru were pretty much best friends if you were to watch all the fill episodes. So, I mean, that's a given.
All right.
Okay.
I
wasn't expecting you to say that.
Wait, say that again. You cut out, Ryan.
I wasn't expecting that to be an answer.
Interesting.
At all?
I didn't expect it either.
I'm just being honest. Because here we gonna get to the debate.
We gonna get to it.
Yeah,
we gonna get to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a rant.
Oh shit. Okay. So Ralph chose to this day, I still have issues with this timer.
How many episodes we did?
It's so many.
That's why we got that Kofi link. We need a new timer. that digital clock from Dollar Tree ain't working no more.
I got this from Amazon. But still. All right. Ralph chose the Nara clan. 60 seconds on the clock for me. 3, 2, 1. I also chose the Nara clan, but for different reasons. Because I'm being realistic. I'm not finna be like up front doing hand to hand. Y'all not finna put me on the front lines. So I chose the Nara clan because one, with the shadow attacks, I can do the long range. It plays into my strengths of being strategic, the high intelligence. And I feel like I could chill. If I did want to become a ninja, my team is already set with the Ino Shikacho combo. Then if we want to go with Shikamaru and Shikaku, their high intelligence got them to the point where they were advisors to the Hokage. So then I can get me a good job, just chill, do my long range attacks. I don't have to fight nobody. And with the shadow jutsu, I don't really have to see the person to know that I have them in the jutsu. So really, I feel like that was the only clan that played into my strengths. So
it's just so interesting. Nobody picked like the Mizukage's lava nature Keke Genkai clan. Nobody picked Not Hyuga. None of that.
I didn't pick Hyuga for the main reason that y'all are not finna put me on the front lines.
Okay, mix. I understand. So you just don't want to. Okay, you just don't want to fight. Okay.
I don't want to fight unless I just ultimately have to.
It don't go well. It does not go well.
I'm just interested. It's interesting. I did not expect that to be a popular choice.
I didn't either. And then two people chose. I thought two people were going to choose Hyuga in this whole thing. Honestly,
I didn't.
Honestly,
Ralph,
yeah.
I didn't expect Ralph to choose Naru. I didn't expect Ryan to pick what he did. But as you explained it, I was like, okay, I could see Ryan picking this, but that's not what I thought you was gonna pick. But
what you thought I was gonna pick?
We gonna lay that out. we gotta do Sage's 60 seconds. But for those watching, as you guys are listening to the 60 seconds, let us know in the comments what clan you would have chose, whose clan you agree with, and let us know what's up before we get into the 10-minute rebuttal phase. So moving on to Sage. 60 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
So when it came to choosing a clan, I made sure to get a clan with a KK Genkai. Because there's no point of being part of some type of clan and they ain't got nothing special. Like the Uzumaki clan, I wanted to do that. But all they got is a big chakra reserve. And we saw Naruto at the beginning. He didn't really have much to offer without the Nine Tails itself. Now, I thought to myself, it came between these three. Kimimaru, the one with the bones. The Aburami clan with Shino,
right?
And Hyuga, because the Hyuga got that Byakugan. That Byakugan is OP. Personally, for me, Aburami is second, Hyuga is first because I want to be. If I had the ability to fight, I want to be on the front lines. I want to be whooping behind on the front lines. I have the ultimate defense and I have the ultimate offense as well. Rock Lee had to sacrifice his life almost to fight Neji. Let's think about that. The only reason Neji died was because of some BS. Well, it was because of the horrible writing. If not, he could have done the rotation, saved Naruto, and just like how Naruto teamed up with Hinata, did the whole twin barrage lion fist. Come on.
He preaching. Like honestly, bro.
I didn't pick
one of the coldest.
Look, I didn't pick the main ones.
I didn't pick Arambe because y'all not putting no bugs in my body. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Y'all already know how I feel about that shit. That shit is nasty.
You don't even feel it after a certain point. You don't even feel them crawling through your bones.
After a certain point. Which means
it's like a pet dog.
Which means at some point I do. And that shit's nasty.
When you're a baby and they're injecting you with ants.
What the fuck?
What?
They implant the bugs into you. Like they put the bugs in you. That's how you have them.
That's at the bottom.
Because I think the bugs use your body like as like an actual host.
Because like they like they're not too parasitic, but it's like a consistent flow of chakra out of you. It's like a flu shot. So chickenpox shot.
The thing with that is, it's not just Shino's bugs. It's I think 4 or 5 other different bugs that they can put in you. You remember? Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember that beetle that they tried to get to sniff Sasuke's headband.
Yeah,
that can be inserted in you. Oh, yeah, that's a big beetle.
Yeah, but you won't feel it though. It's like blood in your body. You like feel it. Do you feel the blood flowing in your body?
Exactly. It's just sitting like in your.
I'm gonna feel a bug crawling.
I don't feel
in my skin.
Nah, you got the chakra. You got the chakra barrier in between the two things. You won't feel it. Trust me.
And you felt it since birth, so you get used to it.
I don't.
And think about it like this: no cockroaches in your crib because they'll be inside you instead.
And your bugs can eat them.
Exactly. You can put a whole little boat of bugs outside your crib. You won't have gnats. You won't have little flies coming in.
Nope.
You won't have none of that.
Spiders in the corner.
Why is that a selling point?
Why is that a selling point?
Join the Arambe clan. You won't have no cockroaches in the house because they'll be inside you. What?
Wait, hold on.
Well, here's the thing. The Aburame clan is cold because what folks don't know, they literally get funneled into the Umbu Black Ops because they're some of the best at assassination. You just sit in the corner sending a bug to kill somebody. That's cold.
And you have to do no work. Just let them crawl around you every now and then.
It's gross. You know what? You know what I'm thinking about? Y'all remember that cockroach villain from the Powerpuff Girls that turned into that big ass cockroach man at the end? They the same people. That's nasty.
That's all right. Well, don't kill you, make you stronger.
That's nasty. I wasn't picking them. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't pick Hyuga in the 10-minute rebuttal. But before we get in the 10-minute rebuttal, if you're watching this, make sure you let us know how you're feeling on Twitter using our hashtag #JoinTheMobNerds. If you're just now joining, make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube, follow us if you're watching on Twitch and like the video, in our Facebook page if you're watching this on Facebook. And one more shout out to the Dark Sage for being here tonight. Make sure you guys follow him on his socials on IG, Twitter, and subscribe to his channel on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But all right, we got one comment from Sam Sidequest.
My boy Sam, yes, sir.
He said you spitting. I'm assuming this is you, Sage.
Waste.
Waste. Yeah, waste. W Chase. Waste. That's me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the top of the line version of Chase.
Waste.
Not top of the line.
Them the Chase accounts that's for the millionaires that they don't show regular people.
Okay.
You see what
All right. So we're moving on to the 10-minute rebuttal phase. We got Deanna Harper.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying Dark Sage commentary. He can come back. You have been accepted. You have been accepted.
Deanna will attack you if she feel like it. She'll attack you.
Just tell me everything she likes and I'll co-sign it.
There we go.
But if you guys are watching this, I am about to send out the voting link. And you can also, I'm about to put it up on the screen. I will keep this up for a little bit of the 10-minute rebuttal, but make sure you guys hit that link and put in your votes for whose clan you would rather be a part of, or if you don't want to be in any of our clans, you can choose another clan and let us know in the comments which one you chose. So let's get into it. 10 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
See,
I just want to say this right quick. I'm not picking the Hyuga because Sage wants to be on the front lines. I'm not a front lines bitch. Put me at the back.
Same, honestly. I'll be like,
put me at the back.
But I'm surprised ain't nobody picked the clan that had the black sand from the Sand Village. Was that Gar's like one of the past?
See, I didn't choose that because Gar don't have black sand, so it's not a guarantee you got it.
But still get the sand nature chakra though, right?
I don't want to. I didn't want no sand. I didn't want. I really like when I started watching Naruto. I really like the shadow jutsu. It's not a KK Genkai, but it's a generational jutsu that gets passed down through the Nara clan. So by default, I learned the jutsu
and master
it as well as all of the different variations of you can use it.
But then, like the Mizukage, the baddie who had the lava KK Genkai, y'all ain't want her either. Like,
but
there's some fire clans up in there.
So this is my thing. I like that one, but she didn't show it in enough application to where I would have loved it. She's never told me on
that's true.
That was my thing.
Like
the Tsuchikage, his is hard.
His was hard.
The particle one.
And he gained the ability to fly. He was cold.
I agree with Sage. The lava wasn't shown enough. Like she did that one thing where she like spit it out her mouth, and then that was like that was it.
And that was it.
That's because she was, she was a cougar chasing after Sasuke. She just ain't want to like hurt.
I understand that, but like some of these jutsus, they didn't show enough of it in Naruto for me to be like, yeah, I want to be a part of that clan. Like I feel like all the clans that we chose, like even yours, Ron, even though Haku showed up in like a good part.
We had 2 scenes to see,
right? But they showed his jutsu enough that you'd be like, hey, that shit's cold.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think I was going to pick? I'm interested though.
I thought you was going to pick Hyuga. I thought you were going to pick Hyuga.
No, they're racist.
I'm just saying. When it comes to anime characters, the more racist they are, the more powerful they are.
Oh man!
Look at the second Hokage. He was racist to the Uchiha.
Fair.
He was
fair. Very reasonable point. And it's not just Naruto. Reasonable point.
The second reason why I didn't pick Hyuga is because the way they was training Hinata, like, look,
brutal.
Yo, by the second time, my father didn't beat me up, cussed at me because I didn't get this one thing. I'm leaving. I'm running away. What Mary J. Blige said, run away, love. Like, I'm leaving.
Look, I'm gonna quote one of y'all's guests, Boogie. Get good. That's all you gotta do to not get beat. Get good.
However, the training that Hinata had to do to even get to the level that she was in Naruto was a lot.
But everybody got to train.
But she was like the queen.
But no.
Yeah, she was like the next in line. She was the heir.
She was next in line. Until she got booted, and then it went to her little sister. Now Hanabi Code won't take it away from her. Won't take it away from her. I just don't want to be on the front lines. And if I would have been on the Hyuga clan, guess where I would have been? Front line.
I just don't. The only reason I wouldn't pick the Hyuga because there's like a 50-50 chance that if I was born in Naruto, I'm getting that green X and I'd be damned.
That's a good point too.
Like, look at me.
That's a good point too.
I don't want to be in Naruto going through that.
Look.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
Neji dad had to sacrifice his life to appease to what village when it was during a war? Like, come on now.
I can't remember. But they was tearing Neji ass up. They was.
And Neji was cold.
But to give it to Sage on the Hyuga clan, 64 palm.
The air palm too.
Yeah. The way they manipulate chakra, the fact that they can cut off your chakra points, like they got heat.
Their vision is like miles ahead. You technically ain't gotta be up front lines on Hyuga. You can be a scout. Because they can see like miles away from you in pure darkness.
Now, okay, then I would make that my second. But but my thing about the Nara clan is that I don't have to touch you at all. Like, we ain't got to be face to face for me to do what I got to do.
You just got to be in range of my shadow, and that's it.
Nara clan got to be in a one-on-one or have great support, though.
I agree, but think about it like this.
But that was my whole point. Me being in the Nara clan, I get the support by default, just being a part of Shikacho.
I'm just saying, look what happened to Shikamaru's dad in the manga or in the anime. When he was in that building, he couldn't move because he was linked to everybody's mind or whatever through Ino's dad. Yeah. That whole place got wrecked. He was part of the wreckage.
But let's go before then. He didn't have to fight Madara.
But he still ended up dying from Madara, even far away. He was the first one to
I understand, but when I understand. But when Madara first showed up, he wasn't there. Shikamaru didn't even get touched. They just had Shikamaru in the back doing strategy. What's the next move? And I feel like, I can vibe with that. Hey, Foop, what's the next move? Where we at? Look at the map. What should we do? And I was like, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but once they find out it's you, they coming after you first.
That's what I'm saying.
They gotta get through all of y'all first, though.
If it's Madara, he
can. True.
They gotta get through all of y'all.
That's also true. Ryan, your clan didn't even make it to the war.
They no, the Yuki clan. No, hold on now.
Your clan didn't even make it to the war.
Hold on. You not lying, but we gonna tell the whole truth. They went hard in the Third Great Shinobi War. But after it was over, folks in the village were upset and they hunt them down. Because just because you got the Kekkei Genkai don't mean you one of the top ninja. Not every Uchiha was as cold as Shusui, Itachi, and Sasuke. A lot of them were basic.
That's true.
So my clan, like you saw Haku, you saw him, but they got killed by their own villagers. It ain't say they got wiped out easily. Plus the Uchiha clan got all slaughtered. I'm just saying.
By one person.
I feel you, but there was at least one Uchiha in the war.
There are some survivors, but Kishimoto never went back and talked about it because a few of them escaped. It's just Haku and his mom were the only ones you got to see. Because that was
back in Boruto.
Yeah, honestly, probably.
My other thing with yours, Ron, is that I was surprised that you picked a water-based jutsu, just because I know you. It did surprise me that you went for a water-based jutsu.
I'm gonna be real though, and maybe it's a personal opinion. Fire style, aside from like fireball jutsu, honestly, the best fire style jutsus were in OG Naruto when Sasuke was doing Dragon Flame, Phoenix Flower, and all of them. But a lot of them are kind of the same. Water style, you seen all the way water style jutsus. You saw all the ways Kisame used them. Yeah. And then Tobirama created Water Dragon, then Zabuza with all his water style jutsus. Those are some of the coldest ones in all of Naruto. Like base nature. Next is probably Lightning. And that's because of the Raikage and all of them. And we always see Chidori over and over again. Mm-hmm. And Wind Style was just underused unless you watch the filler arc that had that dude who had some of the Kyuubi's chakra and he was using like Wind Beast Palm and all of that. I don't know if y'all remember that filler arc.
I don't.
It was one of the old school fillers. Wind Style is underused. So I feel like if I could have both of those plus ice, that's cold. That's cold.
I feel you.
I mean, but even in the Nara clan, we also if we go to present, we have Tamari now, so we have an avenue into the Kasekage clan too.
So if you Tamari's kid, yeah,
if you her offspring,
like even just being in the family, I mean, you still can be taught something.
Yeah, I mean, because Nara clan
because everybody in the Kasekage did not have the same power either.
That's true, because Tamari, Kankuro, and Gaara do not have the same powers.
Fair enough. Nara clan just seemed a little like Ralph. You like to fight. You aggressive.
You want to know my second choice? My second choice was Choji.
The expansion.
That's who I thought
that
you
was
were
my
pick.
second choice.
That's who I really thought you was gonna pick. Ralph was the
Akamichi
clan.
I was, and then I thought
that was too easy.
Like, I don't know. No,
I mean too easy of a target to hit.
Pros. No, they don't have enough pros.
Exactly. That's
true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Like, I can stay my same size and use the pills from the Nara clan because they make them.
But you got to be fat.
I don't. No. You do not. Because the Nara clan makes the pills that if you take them, it helps with burning calories or.
But it's the side effects, though.
Yes, you pretty much kind of slowly lose your life if you continue.
Yeah, it's just the side. Because when Choji took all them pills during that Sasuke rescue arc, I was like, bruh, if you take another pill, you was done.
And plus, if anything, I just look like Fat Gun.
I ain't gonna lie.
In all honesty.
For that Sasuke rescue arc, Choji was the underdog for me. I was like, I know he getting killed. I know he getting off. He popped out them drugs. I was like,
now he popped out them drugs.
That's what he did.
Hey, he did pop out them 3 pills. He was like, you know what these is? Let me show you.
I thought Choji was gonna get off.
I thought Neji was done. Like when they finally brought Neji back, like the way they had to set him up to like keep his life going, I was like, yeah, they got you bad.
You talking about when he had that big old hole in his shoulder?
That yeah, and then you remember when they brought him back and they had him in the hospital, but the way the room was set up, like, I can't really like. All I can remember, it was a lot going on in that hospital. It wasn't no regular hospital room. They had a lot going on up in there to keep him from dying, and I was like, yeah.
So none of y'all wanted to be in Jugo's clan, have a curse mark without having to get a snake dude biting you on your neck?
But isn't he like bipolar?
Yes.
Why would I want that?
You have a split personality. Why
would I want that?
Well, but we haven't seen all of them have split
personalities. We don't know if that's all of their mindset.
What's their clan?
Search Jugo's clan.
But they're the originators of the curse mark, or they're the ones that.
Yes,
formed, I guess.
Because the rope basically took that chakra.
All of them have it. It's not just one. It's all.
So when they all kind of like off themselves or like slaughter themselves, if they all
slaughter each other,
that's pretty much why they
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
There's a trend in Naruto. I think there's a trend. There's a trend in Naruto. The clans don't like their own family members. In real
life. And that's why. Don't like and that's why members. I'm with the Nara clan because we just chill. Mm-hmm. We chill. Mm-hmm. We chill.
We just sitting, relaxing.
We play games. We have a healthy relationship with our father. We have a father. We play games.
No, that's crazy saying we have a father.
Haku had a father figure. Zabuza was the dad that stepped up.
I don't think that's how I would describe that relationship.
No, I don't.
You sure?
No.
You sure?
He walked up to that little boy and said, "You are my prisoner." That sound like a father figure to y'all?
He looked at Naruto and said, "Oh, you just gonna sit here and be poor? All of the ninjas sucked." Kakashi looked at Sasuke and said, "I know you a murderer, but
I'm just saying,
let me teach you a deadly jutsu to make you a good person."
Shikaku was a good dad because
Zabuza was as good as any other dad in Naruto.
Please, that wasn't
tough love.
That man.
Tough love.
As any other dad?
He's not the best.
But he's not A, but he's not an F either.
Okay.
And he's not a B. He's not a B neither.
Well, I'm just saying this.
That man was a master.
Well, Ryan, think about it like this, right? We had Minato, who was Naruto's dad, told the third Hokage, look, I'm gonna be dead. Watch over my son. He never watched over Naruto. Let that boy drink spoiled milk, was all in the crib by himself, wasn't bringing him groceries or nothing. Sarutobi's the worst father, if anybody.
Sarutobi's horrible.
I just don't know. I just don't know what we're arguing about anymore. All I said is I have a dad.
I was saying that Zabuza ain't the worst dad ever. He's average in the Naruto
I am just saying that that's not how the way I watched it. That's not how I would have described that relationship. That's all I'm saying.
How would you describe their relationship if you had to relate it to?
It felt very. It felt very Stockholm syndrome to me.
But Zabuza cried over Haku's death, though.
So did Beauty and the Beast when
they fell in love.
That's
love. They got married.
And you know what?
That's not love. That is Stockholm syndrome.
It is.
Every ninja in Naruto had Stockholm syndrome. They all depressed. Kakashi needs all types of medications. Come on now.
But guess who don't have Stockholm syndrome? The Nara clan.
Because I have my father.
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, no, you don't. Wait, no, you don't.
I had him up to a point. I had him up to a point.
And literally, he died doing his job. Look where that led him.
And look where Shikamaru at, advisor to the Hokage.
Mm-hmm. Shikamaru's dad might as well be Kakashi's dad. They all died for the cause.
It's fine.
At least we had him.
Haku had Zabuza in death.
He had his warden. Yes, he did.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Y'all wilding, bro.
I didn't see no chains on Haku. No, it looked like he was walking on his free will. Am I wrong?
And Haku admitted when he said, "I know that I'm a weapon, but I'm okay with it." He was aware.
Stockholm.
That's fine.
But everybody in the ninja world is a weapon. They
all kid weapons. All of them are breaking labor laws.
That is also true. That is also true. Look,
y'all just mad that Haku the first one y'all seen.
What?
Y'all just mad that Haku was the first one that kind of expressed like, "Oh, being a weapon and I'm still a child" and all of that.
I'm not upset. I saw it as, he's accepting his fate. And that's real. That's real. You accepting that
takes a good
you're a weapon. That you only got picked up because you got this KK Genkai and you're useful, and you accepting that and going about your day. That's real.
Takes a good dad.
You're accepting your Stockholm syndrome.
A good dad.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all killing me. Y'all are killing me.
Oh my god.
Let's see if we got us some votes. So we got 2 responses. I'm gonna share my screen. Oops. Press the wrong button.
Don't show us nothing inappropriate, food.
Please. If you had to share your screen, then we could say that.
all you gonna see is a whole bunch of tabs open looking for Magi volume.
Yeah, a bunch of tabs open to hide the tabs that you don't want us to see.
That's what incognito window is for. See there.
All right.
Ryan, we're grown. We can look at the stuff on the regular tabs now. We don't need the incognito no more.
I don't got to hide it no
need
more.
We don't need to delete our history anymore. Just have it out there. We grown adults at this point.
I ain't gotta hide it.
I ain't hide nothing. I am who I am. Dang it.
Y'all make me sick. But we got 2 responses. So 50% voted for Sage with the Hyuga clan. And the other 50% voted for Ralph for the Nara clan. I probably should have combined me and Ralph since we had the same one. But
it's fine.
That's neither here nor there at this point. So I guess Hyuga and Nara takes it. Ron, how you feel about that?
Most folks don't even remember the Yuki clan. I loved them ever since.
I remember as soon as I couldn't remember the name, but as soon as you started explaining it, I was like, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Because if I was in Naruto, even though they evil, I would have wanted to be in a village hidden in the mist. And Land of Water is like a subsidiary city to them.
Now that we're done with the verses, my top 3, I did want to be in Senju. That was number 1, but I got snubbed. So
someone got the Grand Prix outside their house.
For real. The only reason I wanted to be in Senju because it could be a possibility that I would be a descendant from Tsunade and I could learn 100 healings. And that would have been fun.
You could have been a Haruno clan.
No.
That's nasty. That's nasty on so many levels.
Because they don't do it. Besides Sakura, they civilians.
Yeah.
No, there's.
I mean, Sakura kind of a civilian herself.
Civilian too.
She got like 1 to 2 great moments. After that, all she got is a little inner self talking to her in the pre-time skit.
Sakura's best moment is Granny Chio and her and Naruto against Kakashi when they first met up.
That's true.
Dang.
Dang. You know how much space that is?
But I'm just saying, like, all of Sakura's good moments are in fillers. So if you watch Naruto and you skip all the fillers, then you really don't see her do too much.
Yeah, she had a couple moments.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I was only watching fillers back when Naruto was airing on Toonami. After that,
and that's all I'm saying.
I remember that boat filler arc lasted for like 50 episodes, like almost a whole year of them on the boat stopping. I was like, "What is this, bro?" I read them all.
That was One Piece. That was One Piece. They was on the boat.
No, in Naruto, remember when he was still? Oh, you're right. That was funny. It took a minute. That was funny. That was funny.
He said that's One Piece, right? They was on the boat.
Oh my god.
Oh man. My second was Nara because I was like, yeah, I could probably chill in the cut with them. And then third was Hyuga. If I was in Hyuga clan, if I had to fight, I'll fight. I'll give him a 2-piece right quick.
Just give him some air palms from the distance.
Give him some air palms right quick. I'll scout. They over there.
I'll catch up with y'all. That took a lot of chakra out of me just now. I gotta rest up.
I need to sit down. Y'all got some snacks.
Hey, bro, I gotta give it to Hyuga though. They threw the best hands. Like that Neji versus not a fight. That was straight hands, bro. Nothing but hands.
And then when you see how they train, like,
nothing but hands.
Nothing but hands. Like, I just don't want to be on the front lines. Like when it came down to the 4th Ninja War, majority of them was on the front lines. They was. It's true. And no.
But Hinata survived. Neji died only because of plot. That's the only reason
it wasn't. It wasn't even
a rotation.
It wasn't even good plot that Neji died.
And the only reasons Hinata survived is also plot.
No, it's because she's in the Hyuga, because she's powerful like that. That's the only reason.
Because they wanted her as Naruto's wife.
Thank you, Ralph. She made it to birth babies.
Hey, goat.
Please.
Goat. She is bringing in the next generation. Goat.
She is. I don't like Boruto, but Boruto himself as a ninja is cold. She did that.
And look, and if he got the training, if Boruto got the training, it wouldn't fix the show, but it fixed him a bit more.
She brought value in a different way, but it was still a lot of value.
All I'm hearing is women are very valuable if they birth babies.
Right.
No. See, that's exactly
what I heard.
That's what you want to hear.
We go.
That's exactly what I heard.
I'm just saying that's one of the dope, positives that she gave for us.
It's one of the many pros that Hinata brought to the show.
Y'all, number one,
her
contribution was birthing babies. Like the number one contribution was she can fulfill motherhood.
It's not us who put Hinata there. It is the author. It was Kishimoto, the mangaka. He did that. We ain't do that.
But you said it. You supported
it. Tsunade doesn't have a kid.
She doesn't.
Who is she passing down her lineage to? Someone else's kid. I'm just saying.
I feel you. And Boruto's not even learning from Hinata.
At all.
That's different. She's retired from her fighting lifestyle. That's why.
And that was bad. And that was bad writing too, to show.
Okay, let's just blame it all on bad writing. Let's just blame it all on bad writing.
I mean, let's look at the stats.
This is all I'm hearing. All I'm hearing is women birth babies and bad writing.
Let's look at the stats.
Naruto.
Kishimoto had plenty of manga that tried to enter the Shonen Jump thing, got canceled. The manga after Naruto, he tried, got canceled. He's not that great of a writer.
People assume that these mangakas will write one franchise. They ain't all older.
I feel you, but every time we get into this conversation, is women can birth babies in bad writing.
No, that's Kishimoto who put that in the conversation. That's him. If somebody else had the world building from Naruto, bro, I promise you it could have got so much better. Because one of the best pieces of world building, when they even talked about how those villages were founded, with all the different clans allied together and everything, that should have been its whole own arc right there. That should have been the follow-up sequel season there.
I feel you on the writing. It's all I am saying is that every time we have this conversation, is women can birth babies in bad writing.
That's not us.
Well,
that's not us.
Anko doesn't have a kid, does she?
I mean,
please. To do what with?
I'm just saying.
Anko was such a wasted character, bro.
I agree.
I just knew she was gonna be one of the coldest Jonin out there. Like I knew she was gonna be up there with Guy and Kakashi later on. Oh my god.
I will be honest. I didn't see the hype. Even when she showed up, I didn't see the hype. And then she left, and it was like, okay.
She was one of the.
I thought there was gonna be more for her. Yeah. I thought there was gonna be way more to her character.
My thing was she showed up cool. But when they didn't expand on her, it was like, okay, to me, it didn't leave enough of a mark.
But remember when she had the ties to Orochimaru? That was interesting for you?
That was an interesting tie-in, but they did.
And his ninjutsu and genjutsu, she's learned all that stuff. She was what Sasuke
I understand what she learned. I understand what she had. But as the series went on, what did they do with it?
Oh, nothing. That's
exactly. Here we go. Here we go again.
Look at Rock Lee after the tuning exams. He did nothing.
Here we go again.
Rock Lee was supposed to be Mike Guy in the war. Bro.
I agree, but Mike Guy was that guy
supposed to.
Mike Guy instead.
Rock Lee turned into Derrick Rose in the NBA.
Better writing. Instead of Neji dying, Mike Guy died. And Rock Lee
Mike Guy,
I would do 8 gates.
Hey, we're here. We are here on this. Mike Guy should have died when he was crumbling. When he was crumbling into a Rillo pack, he should have been done. Like him surviving was like okay.
That was plot.
That should have been the Iron Man and Spider-Man moment right there.
No, Sage, you got to preface it. Bad plot.
Yeah. Like y'all did you did this whole build up. We didn't saw his backstory. Madara has proclaimed him like, yeah, you the real deal, and for you to not die.
Yeah, he's just in the wheelchair all his life. That's it.
Crazy word. We got a couple comments.
But you killed off Neji.
Killed off Neji. I'm mad at that.
I didn't even feel much when Neji died, and that was what was upsetting because I was like, he meant so much.
Because it was out of the blue.
Yeah,
it was.
To me, it felt out of the blue for them to kill Neji off. Like when certain people were dying, like even when Ino and Shikamaru's dads died, like that was a whole moment.
Yeah,
like I felt that. Like Neji's was like, did this man really just die? And then everybody's, oh my god, Neji, and I was like, yo, I'm not feeling this right now. I'm not feeling this. We got a couple comments though. Deanna Harper said, "Foop on the Hyuga clan." I know that's right, because I'm saying you're not gonna put me on the front lines. No. We got a Twitch comment from Cass Collects. The editor for Samurai 8 is apparently known for always getting things X.
Shout out to Cass. Shout out to Cass.
Hey, only a few good manga make it, because I wanted that Fire Torch. Is that what it's called? I was surprised that
Black
didn't get
Torch.
continued. Black Torch. There we go.
Okay.
I was surprised that didn't get continued. I thought it was like solid.
It's a comfortable 7. I'll put it right there.
Yeah.
For what it presents, it's a comfortable 7.
Like I was like, that could have kept going.
Yeah, to me it could have been like the successor to Bleach, kind of. Like the show that's in that same vein of Yu, like Bleach. It could be in that same vein with like the spiritual stuff.
Mm-hmm. I can see that because Bleach made its own way.
We got another comment. Sam's side quest is Rock Lee the biggest disappointment in Naruto. No, that is 10-10.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Disappointment. I had no standards for her. Literally in the manga, her fight is like 1 page. I
feel you.
Fan.
I feel like they could have did more with 10-10.
Yeah.
10-10 seemed cold until it got to the point where if you was good with a kunai knife, that don't really mean nothing after Chunin level.
It ain't even that.
At that point, you could do damage with a kunai knife.
I feel like, to me, I felt like Might Guy had a very unique team of getting with Neji, the only one having a jutsu, Rock Lee who does genjutsu, and 10-10 that's doing her weapon shit. Taijutsu, my bad. Mm-hmm. And then 10-10 with her weapons and stuff. I feel like they had a very good chance to do like some really cool stuff in Naruto outside of the jutsus and all of that. And I feel like 10-10 and Rock Lee got let down.
10-10 should have been like a Uzumaki member and be able to do the ceiling jutsus or something.
I really feel like they should have gave her something extra than I just play with weapons.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have gave her something extra.
They should have made her a weapon creator or something.
Exactly.
That would have been
in this show. Obviously, we have Boruto where they had the scientific ninja tool thing or whatever, but
like she pulled kunais out her hands and or something. I feel like they could have gave her a little bit more. I think Lee, his little bit more was learning the 8 gates.
Because he got to 5? He got the 5 gates?
It was,
I can't remember.
Either 5 or 6.
I forgot which gate he made it to.
I don't know. I
don't know.
But he was pretty up there. Early on in age too.
Sam's side quest said Rock Lee went from arguably a top 3 OG Naruto moment to practically non-existent in Shippuden.
Yeah, Sam spin.
I would agree with that.
Personally, though, my biggest disappointment, and this is only because I'm a big fan of Bleach, I hated that we never got to see a full Nine Tails transformation out of Naruto. Instead, we got that chakra cloak mode and all bright orange glowing like he a light bulb.
I agree.
I wanted to see Naruto get wicked. I wanted him to use that second cloak form with the red and black lines. I want to see him go full nine-tailed fox. We only got that once, and it was a transformation jutsu.
My thing is, I feel like they gave Naruto, they were trying to give him too much. Because first it started off with the nine tails, and then he's not really like fully developing it and then they turn around and was like, okay, learn Sage mode. And then it's like, okay, so then he learns Sage mode. And then they send him off to do some more stuff with the nine tails. But then he shows up in the war and gets the 6 paths thing.
Because at first he did Link mode, right? He did Link mode when he was with Killer Bee in the waterfall.
Yeah,
that's when they did the little fist bump. Then I forgot the other form. There was another form before he hits before he has the black things behind him.
Yeah,
where he gets the orange and black cloak or whatever.
Yeah, the orange.
But there was at one point when he was standing on top of a chakra version of Kurama. But I do agree with you though that they should have gave him the full form like Killer Bee had.
Because we never got to see that. You know what I mean? Like, if out of all the things we looked forward to in Naruto, it was that nine-tailed fox transformation. Like, is it going to come out? Yeah. Is it going to fully release? Then we find out he only got like what, the yin chakra or whatever.
When the yin and yang. And his dad had the other
one version of it, and I'm like, okay, is that why he can't look like that? I was like, I want to see that beast mode. Like Bleach, we got to see Ichigo go dark. We got to see his inner demon come out. I want to see Naruto's demon come out fully.
I think it might go towards the fact, like, I remember something you said, Ron, about in Shippuden, they kind of went like the power of friendship route.
Kishimoto talks about it. I think what happened, he had some kids or something, and when they was getting older, he was like, he loves those themes of like family and friendship and all that. Because Naruto was darker at first.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe if Shippuden had stayed along the lines of it as OG Naruto, I think we might have gotten what you are referring to in Bleach.
He wasn't even called the Nine-Tailed Fox Demon anymore after the time skip.
Then they just called it Nine-Tails. I think they actually stopped just referring to him as a Jinchuriki once it got to some point in Shippuden, right?
It used to be you're the demon child. Like legit, it was you got a demon stuff. No, but tell me if I'm lying.
No, you're not. They demonized Naruto because of that.
Uh-huh. Exactly. You're the demon child that's a bomb that's about to go off. You were no better than Gaara.
Hey,
and Gaara were the same.
We got another one. We got two more comments. Cass Collect says Furry Naruto is greater than Cass. 6
No, Cass, no. He's talking about that form in Boruto. No.
Hey, but it did look cold. It looked cold.
No. That little Baron mode. That little Baron mode.
Man. Baron mode.
I like the way it looked. I like
all of those forms are ugly.
I like.
He had the hands. He had the hands in that form.
He was throwing kicks. I'll give him that.
Sam Sidequest said, "I gotta give Kiba an honorable mention for biggest disappointment." Now, when your only jutsu is fang over fang and pissing on people, yeah.
Look, this man Kiba got taken out by a fart. I don't want to hear it.
That's what I'm saying. Kiba was meant to be comedic relief in Naruto.
He's the Yamcha of Naruto.
We didn't expect nothing out of him. Cause let's be real. Naruto was not cold during the preliminary rounds of the Chunin exams. Let's just be honest.
Not at all.
He was not good at he only had Shadow Clone Jutsu developed at that point.
Yep.
Come on now. He won because he got plot armor. Come on now.
It's because the show is called Naruto.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about it
if the show was called, like, say if it had like an Attack on Titan name or something like that, he might have got. He would have
got whooped.
He would have got his ass whooped. If the show was called like Attack on Leaf Village or some shit like that.
Because like another thing, even when he learned summoning jutsu for Jiraiya, he didn't even use it during the tuning exams. Like I know he learned like chakra control or whatever, but that played no part into the actual tuning exam. You just went through all of that, and then Nine-Tails helped you win.
He didn't even do the summoning jutsu. Like he mastered summoning jutsu not to use it at all. I don't think he ever really uses it.
Not until he had to fight Gaara, and not until the Pain arc. And after that, did he ever summon Gamabunta and all of them?
No, the Pain arc, I don't think he even summoned him. He just appeared on top of him.
Yeah, he just appeared.
They rode that together. They carpooled over there.
Right.
Not carpool.
He ain't used the jutsu then.
They was both on top of Gamabunta. They was like, "Hey, we're here."
Yeah.
No. He summoned them in the war arc. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, when him and Sakura and Sasuke.
Yeah, when they all summoned the animals.
But that wasn't even Gamabunta. That wasn't even Chief Toad.
That was fan service to say, oh, they're just like Tsunade and Orochimaru and Jiraiya.
I understand. Y'all just asked for an example from when he used to summon his jutsu, and I gave you one.
No, I'm not attacking you. It's just
he used it twice.
I understand the reason of why he used it. He still used it though.
Yeah.
He should have used it against Neji. That fight would have been over so quickly. Ain't no rotation stopping that frog falling on you.
Like, bro, that's what I really thought was going to happen. I thought when Naruto was like underground or whatever, he's just gonna like summon a huge frog, and folks are like, oh, he knows summoning jutsu, a big beast like that. Like, we got Sasuke running up walls like Spider-Man and running down full speed with a Chidori. Like,
I just feel like y'all wasn't seeing Naruto for what he really was. He showed y'all who he was when he showed up.
Yeah,
and I feel like we all got what he gave.
He became Hokage either way, so
he won.
He earned his stripes, I guess.
I'm hating. I ain't Hokage. He winning. He won.
It's just how he got. It's just how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
remember that time you learned the summoning jutsu and went to the Chunin exams and didn't use it? I remember that.
Didn't use it. like he would have beat every Genin if he just summoned a big old frog to help him fight.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Toad would have whooped all of them.
Mm-hmm.
They had. I guess they had to have more episodes. They had to keep you intrigued.
They just wanted a big kaiju fight with Shikaku versus Gamabunta instead, which I hate that type of stuff. I hate those type of fights in anime.
And that was the last time we saw Kurama for real.
That or maybe
that was the only time we saw Ninetales with fur out in real world.
Oh, fur out in real world. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. That was the only time. He only had some skin.
Like in the cage. I thought you meant in the cage. You didn't like it when Naruto was fighting Kurama with his mom?
Yeah, he shot a whole bunch of big Rasengan balls at that man in his mind. Like, I'm sorry,
he real life battling demons. This is real life battling demons.
Like, don't get me wrong. At the moment, when I was watching it, I enjoyed it. But like looking back, like this man was literally in his head.
He was fighting his demons, Ron. It's part of the process.
I'm sorry.
All right, y'all. We are touching an hour and 11 minutes. So I want to go ahead and shut this down. Number one, thank you, Sage, for joining us on this episode of Versus Tuesday Plus. It was great to have you here for the discussion and the arguments. If you guys enjoyed this discussion between us and the Dark Sage, make sure you tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. CT for episode 33 of the Blurred Mob podcast, where the Dark Sage is also a special guest. So make sure you guys check out the episode and see what we talked about. Make sure you check out the Dark Sage on his socials on IG, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. YouTube channel, Sage. What you be on there doing?
I just be doing everything that's right behind me. We talk about manga collecting, figure collecting, do reviews of figures, reviews of manga, and sometimes I just like to make people mad with some of my takes. So yeah, that's all we do over there. We just be chilling, and I save you money. I help save you money on this stuff.
He does. So check him out. Make sure you follow those socials and subscribe to his channel. We got a comment coming in. Sam Sidequest said Chase to go.
Support. There we go.
All right. Couple things before I pass it off to Ralph. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live, make sure to like this video and like the page for future updates. If you guys are on Twitter, make sure you use our hashtag #JoinTheMobNerds to let us know how you felt about this episode. And with that being said, go ahead and lead us out, Ralph.
All right. If you guys would like to donate to us, you can check out our Ko-fi link. It will be somewhere. Thank you. Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you. Yeah. Please, if you want to donate. It goes towards us getting new mics, pretty much any other equipment, our cameras, keeping the lights on at night, things like that. So,
ain't that when you're supposed to turn them off? It's just wasting electricity.
Ryan, please.
No, they're just gonna be like the buildings and like in the stores outside. Just keep the lights on.
Just keep the lights on.
This man's scared of the dark. I'm sorry, Ralph. I'm sorry.
And that's why your clan is gone. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Please check out our affiliate links from Right Stuff Anime. Get you some manga, some Funko Pops, some movies, etc. Please also check out Entertainment Earth as well. You might find some special edition Funko Pops. You might never know, But always follow us on our socials. Instagram at the Blurred Mob Pod. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and TikTok at the Blurred Mob Podcast. Make you guys follow us on Twitter at the Blurred Mob. And with that being said, we out. Peace.